intent is to learn from this initial program and expand, where we can.
Hello and welcome to the guest segment on Africa Business Radio. I am Nonso Mordi. Great news! NBA Africa and KFC Africa have announced a marketing partnership that will see NBA Africa and KFC Africa collaborate on a number of promotions and activation for basketball fans across 8 countries on the continent. Now, these 8 countries are Botswana, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Kenya, Namibia, Nigeria, Senegal and Tanzania. Joining me to talk about this great initiative is KFC Marketing Director, rest of Sub-Saharan Africa, Emmanuel Kasambala. Welcome, Emmanuel. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much, Nonso, and pleasure is mine.
Okay, all right. Now, this is a great initiative, especially for basketball lovers and, of course, food lovers. What gave birth to this idea?
This is actually one of those things that if you really think about it, it's probably long overdue in the sense that, both of these brands are brands that focus on the youth. They're American brands. They're brands that, are at a point where, youth, sports, fashion, and, just being progressive sort of meets in one place. So, I think the starting point is the youth, and that's what the brands have from similarity perspective. And, over a couple of years, we've been asking ourselves, how do we become, more relevant with the youth? How do we, tap into, passions that youth have, in the continent? The average age in the continent is about 19. So basketball is one of those things that the youth are passionate about, and they're very passionate about the NBA. That's specific. So it ended up being a fairly natural fit, in terms of someone to partner.
So the shared culture between KFC and NBA at this point, what brought this idea was the youth, wanted to touch lives and expand as well, yes?
Absolutely. The idea was really to, both brands are keen to be more relevant to the youth, and that's, I think, the starting point.
All right. So how was the process, getting up to this point? I mean, I know you haven't announced additional details, but I mean, how is it working together with NBA to ensure that this comes to life?
So, it's been a journey. It's been quite a long time to pull together, a partnership. This takes many moving parts. So it's taken a while behind the scenes, obviously, to get things done. But I think once, the two parties came together, we very quickly, knew that we wanted to do this partnership. We were very clear that, both parties would benefit from the partnership. And we were very clear that we'd be able to add back the communities that we're operating in. Great.
Really amazing. Now, let's go to how this partnership works now. How do these fans partake in the promotions, the activations?
So the partnership is broken into a few, let's call them, buckets, for lack of a better word, even though we also sell buckets.
Okay.
But if you think about it, it's really, I think the start of it is we've got packaging and products that are co-branded with the NBA, and that's across all the markets that we will be activating partnership. So if you go into KFC, you'll be able to buy limited edition packaging and co-branded concepts between KFC and NBA. So that's the first part. The second part is we also have initiatives around basketball refurbishments. So we're picking different areas and communities where there's the youth, where we can add value in some of our selected markets to refurbish the basketball courts. So that's quite an interesting, important initiative for us, which we've just started, and we'll be rolling out across the markets. And then obviously there's a lot of fun things going on. We're giving away limited edition merchandise, caps and so on and so forth, and various clothing items. How you can get them depends on the market, and obviously depends when the market kicks off. So in this case, in Nigeria, we're going live and we're kicking off in June. So there'll be very specific guidelines for Nigeria in terms of how people can kind of get their hands on this cool merchandise. And that will differ from country to country across Africa.
Right.
And we're also giving away tickets to go and see a live game in the United States, and that will also be country-specific in terms of the mechanics.
Really nice partnership. Now, you said Nigeria is starting in June. For those that are interested, how can they reach out?
Oh, so all the communication will come out. Nigeria has officially launched the partnership. Okay. So we've launched it, at a Pan-African level first, just to make the announcement. Each market, sort of will activate within its territory, once it's ready. And Nigeria is starting in the next couple of weeks. There will be communication across the country, so it will be difficult to miss. So it will be very clear what needs to be done. Definitely.
Yes.
But it's super exciting.
Yes, it's actually exciting with you breaking it down now. So it's not just the regular, there's so much involved. Now, I'm curious, you picked 8 countries. Now, this partnership is spreading across 8 countries.
Yes.
Botswana, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Kenya, Namibia, Nigeria, Senegal, and then Tanzania. Why did you start with those 8 countries? And are you just going to do 8 countries, or is it going to spread across later on?
That's a very good question. So we have started with 8 countries across the region. The intent is to learn from this initial program and expand where we can. So definitely the idea is to just learn from this. So that 8 is not that we only want to activate this in 8 countries. It's a starting point for us to get learnings and do it better across the region. So I look into 2023. I wouldn't be surprised if we looked at other countries as well.
Amazing. I love that you're thinking of spreading across, because so many people want to jump on this opportunity. Now, let's talk about KFC now. I mean, it has been around for the longest time. It's one of the big shot brand in the food industry. So how has the brand been able to handle competition? Because every day new brands come out, from one day to the other. So what has been, or rather, what is that unique thing that KFC keeps bringing?
That's a very good question. And obviously, my responsibility covers what we call the rest of Sub-Saharan Africa, which is the 22-23 markets, north of South Africa. So those are the markets that I can speak about. What I can say is, look, the brand is a successful global brand. We continue to build what we like to call a red brand. And the red brand is what makes our brand unique. And what does red stand for? It's all about building a relevant, easy, and a distinctive brand. So that's our formula globally. It's our formula here. And that's what we use to make our brands successful across the continent and globally. So that's how we approach our branding for KFC. It's building a red brand.
Amazing. I like the significance of the color red development. That's good.
Exactly.
Yes, really nice. No other can see red, a touch of red, so you came out to show us.
There is actually, you see the background.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Now, let's go back to this marketing partnership. I know you said the partnership was done to, touch lives of youth. Now, aside that, what other gap is this partnership hoping to fill in the food industry?
So, I spoke about building a red brand. And if you think about it, you can literally use that to just see how we are, how the partnership fits into that framework.
Yeah.
So relevance is really about how we can be relevant to our target market. And obviously the youth is a key target market. So, the partnership, allows us to sort of build upon what's already a strong partnership with youth, but allows us to obviously strengthen it. So that's the first part. And obviously, if you think about it, ease is something that we also talk about. So the brand should be easy to see, should be easy to afford. So if you think about it, partnerships like this, the brand becomes clearer and easier to see. People know about it more, and that helps as well. And finally, obviously, it's distinctive. So because it's something that's unique, it allows us to stand out and be distinctive. But at the same time, in a way that's relevant to the youth. So the youth really want you to be authentic and genuine about yourself as a brand. And this is something that is in our DNA. So it's something that I think is a natural fit. So I wouldn't call it a gap. What I would say is it's really part of our journey of building a brand.
Amazing. Really, like I said, this is an exciting partnership between, when I saw this basketball and food, definitely they go together, so this is really nice. And I'm very sure that you will get your target audience and this learning process will be better. All right. Okay. So, thank you so much for coming on the show. We look forward to this partnership and when it's starting. I mean, you said in Nigeria it's starting in June. How about other countries?
Yes, that's right. So we do have a few markets that are already kicked off. So in East Africa, we've got markets like Kenya that are already kicked off partnership. So we'll probably, I would say, between now and sort of moving into the middle of June, we'll have most of those 8 markets activating the program.
So it's
and I actually hope you can carry on. So
no problem. You said some markets it has kicked off. How has the reception been like?
Look, early days. It's only been a few days, but from what we're seing on the ground, it's been very positive reception around the regions that have kicked off.
Good. Amazing idea, amazing initiative. But like I said, it will definitely do well.
Thank you. And hopefully what we can do is maybe once we have the merchandise available in Nigeria, we can bring your box of some of the cool stuff.
Definitely. I'm available. I'm here. You can. All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Emmanuel. I really had a good time with you.
And thank you, Nonso.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
That was KFC Marketing Director, Rest of Sub-Saharan Africa, Emmanuel Kasambala. More coming your way. Don't go anywhere.